You know what my grandfather told me? You don't get as far as the motherfuckers you talk to for no reason. You'll be successful as the motherfuckers that you talk to for no reason. What I mean is, if you spending your day talking to a nigga that ain't got nothing going on, what the fuck kind of information can he offer you? Can he help you learn something? Can he teach you something in the conversation?
You know, people who want to live life on the highest level are the only people who matter in my life. You know, those are the people that actually go above and beyond to continue success.
I had to make a lot of decisions that weren't favorable, that wasn't cool, that wasn't like what you're supposed to do when you're in my position. I had to go against the grain. And that's when I realized that I'm a disruptor.
I mean, you want to play stupid, be stupid, stay broke. You know what I'm saying? That's my motto. For me, I'm going to take it in. I'm going to absorb everything that's going on and get what I can get. Ain't no school for this shit, stupid. Ain't no school for this shit. You gotta be smart enough to pick up the information as you go.
We equate success with money, and I don't care how much it is. If I got more than I had yesterday, I'm successful, but that's not the truth. Success to me is peace. It's peace of mind, being able to get up every day and live your life to the fullest with making memories, doing things that you love to do without, you know, having to be told what to do. Because you earn that and you put yourself in a position where you're able to go do something that you actually love, and it has purpose for you.
Niggas always act like they don't understand what's going on. I be telling niggas straight up, I give them the game, man. It's a gift. Here you go, baby. And you know what they do? They look at me like I'm trying to pull a fast one on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna get to you right after I used it. I was crazy enough to believe what the fuck I was saying gonna happen was gonna happen. And that's why I was persistent enough and consistent enough to exist now.
When you're coming up in the environment that I grew up in, if you're progressing too fast, it can become dangerous because of the envy or jealousy connected to it. It can make your home appear to be the bank that they're going to make the withdrawal out of.
I'm the guy who walked out on the streets and showed all these kids in this generation coming up that you can be from where I'm from. I'm gonna leave the back door open for you. You just gotta get in there.
Newsflash, I'll never sell 13 million records again. Never sell 10 million records again. No, I don't think anybody's gonna do it.
It's a different culture.
It's a different business, it's a different thing, and I'm cool with that. I'm making music because I love it. And it's why I'm here. So when you meet someone for the first time, you can appreciate them in a different way than after you've assessed them and you feel like you know exactly who they are. But that cloud is actually created by the artist community themselves, because they go, yeah, it's cool, but if you keep winning, how the hell I'm gonna have my shot at winning? Oh, fool, you done made enough money. You know, like they get that thing there, but they don't realize that you going, I just want to win so I can feel like I felt when it happened the first time. There's nothing that can actually compare to when it's right, what it feels like when it's right. The music is just dead right, and it's like, that energy that's there, it's a special kind of high that you get addicted to, and you'll chase it for the rest of your actual career. When you feel that feeling, whether it's your first album, second album, third album, just a single, because a lot of artists have a career long enough for one song, you know, but when you feel what that feeling is, you ain't gonna replace it. If you're smart enough to know what you're experiencing, you're gonna know that that's not gonna, you're gonna continuously be chasing that feeling, to feel like that again. That's really all that matters. When you achieve a certain level of success, you'll start to evaluate what your legacy is gonna be. And the people who help people resonate the strongest. Those people are who we appreciate in their absence even more than we did in their presence. No matter how much you feel like you're prepared for something, it never happens on your time, like when you think you're ready, like it's supposed to happen. It always happens when it's supposed to happen. Because the period that you feel ready and people are not acknowledging the material the way you feel like they should because it's good, is the time that you actually develop skin thick enough to survive when it does work. You run into that same energy later after you've had success. Because as a new artist, you get people that hear it, but they don't know that it has a value to it. They listen to it and they go, yeah, it's cool, yeah. Because they don't see you the way they see the guy that everyone's embracing at the moment. And I don't think artists should make adjustments. I think they should stay in that pocket that they're in, and when they have a moment, it really explodes because it's different. But a lot of us are in the circumstances when it's starting where there ain't no plan B. Gotta work.
That's my purpose and why I'm here and why I tell my story, because I had to make some painful decisions to get here, and I'm still thriving and trying to get to the next level. But this is bigger than me, because I'm gonna have to sit down with somebody one day and tell them, hey man, you know, you might wanna try it this way. You know, because it's been so many calls where I've had some kids, where I wouldn't call them kids, but young guys that I really respected. And I would go talk to them about certain things. And they'd be like, yeah, I can see that. And then next week they're gone. Thing is, you have to package it right. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Because if I'm coming to you and I'm looking clean and buttoned up, I don't look like one of you, because you know how I used to look. You know how I used to be. You know what used to be around me. You know, you respected what was around me because you felt like I was leading men that you respect. Now that that's no longer around, you kind of second guess what I'm saying, because that ain't the ideal you got for yourself, right? Until you start to get in that place where you start to get things that you actually really care about. Kids, wife, family, career. Because now you have to start making those, and the thing is, you have to evolve. If you don't evolve, even in the streets, I knew that going in, it's just like, I'm not staying here. I just need this to be, you know, the vessel, because music is my talent, which I stumbled on, but business has always been my passion. And that's what I strive for. So I was never caught up in the stigma of the streets. Like, I understood it, but I understood what it was too. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I can't come from the streets and walk straight into the boardroom. Wow. So how do I get there? And then I started to map out this plan. The plan was to go from where I was, to figure some things out, to establish myself, establish my credibility. And started to get into this music. I started as a CEO at first. I spent a lot of money. That didn't work. My artists went to jail. One of them got killed. And now I'm stuck with all the studio equipment. I'm like, I got to do it myself. It takes me 10 years to build it. Boom, now I'm a success. But then I got all these bad things that are coming with me, because now nobody ever cut the water off. I got to start transitioning that. But this is the thing. They don't understand. I already got a vision. I'm already going where I'm going. So as you start to get closer to where you're going, people start to fall back, and they're like, I don't really like what he's doing anymore. I think the sad part about it is, you know, everybody's supposed to have their own vision. And my vision and your vision is supposed to align so we can get to where we're going together. Whatever I can do to help you and whatever you can do to help me, that's when the visions align. And as you get more comfortable with getting what you get, then you get this mindset of, I'm glad it ain't me. So you hear about somebody getting murdered, I'm glad it ain't me. You hear about somebody going to prison, I'm glad it ain't me. But the whole time you rolling the dice. And throughout the streets taught me about integrity, right? And that's like the big one to me, because it's almost like, if you ain't a man of your word, you're not a man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you want to keep your word when you play with people that are just as dangerous as you are.